Yo, 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 it's your boy Fardagee. You're now watching the Parentcast. I'm joined by
Tyrone
and E minor.
And if you're unaware what Parentcast is about, go check out the last 2 episodes. That's the part 1 and part 2 and the January edition. Yeah, man, that's on the FGTV YouTube. So go check that out. We're going to move on swiftly to the first topic.
So, for our first topic, we are going to decide what parent style are we. And there's 4 types. So, number 1, authoritarian, which means you're very strict and controlling. Sense of justice and need for obedience. Big believers in clearly stated rules being followed. No give or take. My way or the highway. Demanding and unresponsive. And if you are an authoritarian, your child will become timid, low self-esteem, lack of spontaneity, a need of a voice of authority, and a higher chance of having depression and anxiety. Number 2, authoritative. Retains authority and control, but has a warm and more communicative... That doesn't make no sense.
Exactly.
Authoritative. Retains authority and control, but has a warm and more communicative. This woman is extra. What's her name?
I'm saying,
Marianne Rosenthal.
Supposed to be part of them Brexit people, cause
definitely. Sorry.
Modern English.
Alright, cool. Authoritative. Retains authority and control, but has a warm and more communicative. Stupid word. Demanding and responsive. For example, their kid wants to go out, which is allowed, but they must keep to curfew. They want their kid to be socially responsible, self-regulative and cooperative. Encourages freedom of expression, enabling their child to be themselves, but know the boundaries. And if you're that type of parent, your child should become, that doesn't make sense, but your child will have a sense of independence and competence. Number 3, permissive. You're warm, accepting, but set lax boundaries. Lenient, avoids confrontation and allows the kid to self-regulate themselves as they hope not to beat down their creativity and confidence. Responsive rather than demanding. The need to be the kid's friend rather than parent-child relationship. Often the parents are like this, coming from a really strict household and then wanting to give their own children the life that they didn't have. Freedom and material goods. Some are conditional permissive, for example, get good grades and you can get that sports car you wanted or the nightclub. The fuck, who's going to get their child a nightclub?
It happens, trust me.
Lax permissive, take the form of indifference. They have too much going on, that they have little control over their child. If so, then the child may have a sense of entitlement, may exhibit problem behaviour, trying to deal with not getting what they want when they want it, which may result in an outburst of violence, drug taking, sexual rebellion, etc. The final one, number 4, are you an uninvolved parent? Where you demand nothing and give nothing. No demandingness and responsiveness, bordering on neglect. If so, your child will be nothing.
Yeah, it literally has nothing, no explanation.
Blank.
Blank, and that's mad. So, Tyrone, what type of parent style do you think you are?
I think I'm permissive. I think his mum, I'm the more relaxed one. Like, she's always getting on to me about like doing stuff, because I think he sees my weekends as a weekend off, basically, innit? Yeah. And like, because she's always saying, oh, every time he comes back, he's always hyper and da-da-da-da and all that other stuff as well. And nursery apparently says that he hardly gets any sleep, like he comes in tired on a Monday, which is not true. Put
his bed on time.
You get me? But obviously he's just excited to see daddy, innit? But yeah, I think like obviously the thing is that obviously I set boundaries, like, and I let him express himself, innit? And I let him do his thing. And obviously, like, I watch him and make sure he don't go too far or he don't hurt himself. But yeah, I think I'm relaxed, man. Because do you know what? More time, I'm just trying to figure this out myself. So I'm trying to say, like,
definitely, I agree.
You know, what am I doing right now? Like, is that right? And he might do something. I'm like, raw. How do I react to that? Like, because I'm conscious of like not reacting in the wrong way. So, obviously, me coming into it now, I'm like, raw. Okay, boom. I know how I felt when mum was probably when I was doing that. So I'm trying to not create that pattern and keep that going on. You know what I'm trying to say? I was trying to break it, but also at the same time, I'm like, raw. Like, what is it? So it's, to be honest with you, it's a guessing game. Like, I don't know how you feel, but I'm like seeing for raw, like, because I never had, there ain't no blueprint or no manual for me. I'm trying to say, like, I'm figuring this out literally.
Each step
yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. And obviously, I talked to like brethrens and things like that, but yeah, I think that's it. I had a point where it's completely slipped my mind.
Again, when you said you think you're permissive, do you think that how they described the child to be, if their parent was permissive, do you feel like your child's gonna be like that in the future from the way that you have, like the way that you are towards him? Because it's saying a sense of element, may exhibit problems of behaviour, trying to deal with not getting what they want when they want it, which may result in outbursts of violence, drug taking.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Get me, like, that's a bit mad.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. But he's got a big personality, and like he's like, you can say that he's like
confident.
Yeah, very confident. Very, very confident. Like, he'll walk in here, he'll try to act shy, but he will take the...
Once he sussed it out...
Yeah, he'll take the limelight, and he knows how to... The thing is as well, he knows how to play everyone as well. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, he's around a lot of women, and I feel like he knows how to play that little sweetheart kind of card. Do you know what I mean? No, in the sense of like family members.
He's got the right moves.
In the sense of family members, and like obviously his mum's friends, and like sisters and cousins and all that other stuff as well. So, but yeah... I don't think, he's not, like, he's got a little, I can tell that he's got a little temper in it, do you know what I mean? Like, because he gets it from his mum, actually, huffs and puffs and all that kind of thing there, but...
Gets the attitude.
I don't think it's nothing, like, it's nothing for me to be like, raw, I need to keep an eye on that in the future, do you know what I mean? Like, I just see it as a 4-year-old boy being a 4-year-old boy, do you know what I mean? I haven't really looked at it too deeply in it.
Still. So you feel like you would be the permissive parent style?
Yeah.
Okay. So Imana, what parent style do you think yours?
I think I'm a mix between permissive and authoritative. Yeah. So, and I think that because my mother was
the first one, same here.
And I definitely don't want to. I don't want to parent the way my mum parented, because she was like a drill sergeant, like literally.
Too much.
Yeah, so I'm definitely, my son is very much like what Tyrone was explaining his son.
Because where you said
authoritarian, that's too much.
Yeah, so you're authoritative. So you will say that he has a sense of independence and competence.
Definitely.
You see that in your son?
Yeah, he is his own person. Like, he knows what he wants. He knows what he's doing. He wants to do everything himself. Yeah. That is
mad. Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought you would have been the first one.
What?
Because you seem like a very strict person. Like like no games. Like
not fucking about.
No. Okay, so my son could be like, he's very cheeky and he's very charming, and because I just love him so much, I let him be. And I'm just like, but also because my mum like stifled my character when I was growing up, because she's very much like, she obviously, her upbringing meant that she kind of,
one way or another, no other way.
Exactly, that is what it is. And also because of like, my mum came from Scotland as a mixed race woman growing up in those days. Like, so when she moved to London, bringing us up here, like, she called me Emily for a reason. Yeah, like,
so you can kind of fit in, because they're like, oh yeah, she's got a British name.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
Emily.
She told us to be very prim and proper, and don't do this, and you can't do this, and whatever. So she brought us up literally like little soldiers. Yeah. So for me, I'm like, that didn't sit well with me. Like, I had to hide who I was. I still became the person that I am.
Yeah, of course. When you get older, you kind of find yourself a bit more.
Yeah. I am who I am. You can't tell me anything. I'm an adult now. But I don't want. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I don't want Aries to have to. I don't want my son to have to do that. I want him to feel like he can be exactly who he is. Morals and things like that, you can instill that at the same time as allowing the child to be who they are.
I say that all the time.
Yeah, he's not rude. He's not, you know, he's just cheeky, like.
But with me, obviously, I've got 2 boys and 1 daughter. Yeah, so in all my kids, I see all different types of me. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, so it's like I'm basically all 3 of these apart from the last one. Yeah, so yeah, so all 3 of them out of the 4. Yeah, because with my oldest one, he got what my mum gave to me, innit? Which was the grilling, not even being able to breathe. Like if he did anything wrong, it was a bit mad. Then my second, it was like I was still a bit over the top, but kind of going into like being more freedom, like letting him do what he wanted. With my daughter now, I'm just a pushover. Like I am literally all 3 of them to all 3 of my kids, but in different ways. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But I can't. I'm permissive with her. Like.
So what would you do?
What if she became like the permissive child? Like so, like what they said of sex and fire and. Let me just breathe. You're making my heart hurt.
That's an extreme.
Yeah, man. Like
do you know what?
to think of your child being like just looking at them now and thinking, raw. In 10 years' time, like, cause come on, 14-year-olds are doing madnesses nowadays. Do you get what I mean? So to think in 10 years' time, yeah. My daughter's gonna be violent and drug taking and a sexual rebellion.
I feel like that's more. I find that kind of behaviour is more from parents who are more onto them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because when you get the sense of freedom, that's when you go wild.
Because people go to university, their parents are on them, they can't do nothing. They finally go uni. That's when they go wild and they do everything that they're doing, and that's when they say
flex.
And even not even just uni, like even when they just get their own sense of independence. You know what I mean? And they end up doing a madness, but. I don't know, because there's... Yeah, that's my opinion anyway. I feel
the description, the woman went in a bit deep on the permissive one, because that was like the harshest one.
But it made sense all of them. Me. Do you know, when I read what the children could turn out to be or have tendencies to be, like, my son is he's not... he gets frustrated very easily, and that's because I allow him to do everything himself. So when he can't do something, I hear him does it. I
have to do it. I've got to do it.
I can't do it. I'm like, yeah, but it's okay. Just chill out. Like, what do you need to do? But I say to myself, why is he moving so angry?
As I said, like when I come across this, when it got sent to me, I was just thinking, what is this? I read it and I was just thinking, what is this? This is like, okay, if you wrote 4 parent styles, yourselves, what would you put down for the descriptions? Would you put the same descriptions down for each?
Yeah, I think so.
Each style?
Do you know what? Yeah, like, so my mum's got 8 kids, yeah, and like. Me and my brothers and sisters, we're all different. I feel like we all got different personality styles, even though her parenting style was the same for all of you. You know what I mean? So it's a bit mad. Like I feel like it's all down to. I think it's down to perspective, innit?
Yeah.
Because like, me and my brothers, like me and my brother, me and my sister, will do the same thing, and it's about how we react to it. Do you know what I mean? Because we both get punished, we both get told off, whatever. But like, yeah, I don't know, I think it's the individual thing, really. Am I making sense?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you are making sense. You are making sense.
Like, that right there is the kind of calm for us to know that we're not going to create these drug addicted, violent.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. But say someone reads it.
Yeah, I know.
That is, what do they call that? What's the words? Someone that easily believes things.
Yeah,
Gullible. Yeah, someone that's very gullible reads it. They're going to be thinking, wow, my child's going to turn out into a violent, drug, sex-obsessed person.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's a Daily Mail, so are we even taking it seriously? Like, do you know what I mean?
A lot of people take Daily Mail seriously, though.
Yeah, well, if you read that rags, then that's your own problem. Do you know what I mean?
Because that's a deep like impressional things, and this is another reason why we're all sitting here right now, because I want it to be open for other parents that are watching it. Like, that's not the parent style. Like you said, you grew up in a household where there was seven other siblings. Yeah, there was 7 other siblings, but you are all your own person to this day. Yeah, and you was all brought up by the same person in the same parent style. Yeah, do you get what?
So, like, one thing with like my mum. So like obviously I've got like. I'm the second oldest, so I've got younger brothers. All my brothers are younger than me. One of my brothers is in jail right now. And my mum's always talking to me like, I talk to him, and obviously I do that. I talk to him, I encourage him, I try to show him what it is.
He changes, man.
It's one of those things, it's like, it's the same thing with me. It's like, I had people when I was older trying to show me, but it was until you're ready to make that decision yourself and you're ready to change, innit? And I think it's something important for my son as well. It's like something I try to say, boom, you know what? I have to allow him to be him, and I can only show him certain things and talk to him, but at the same time, he has to know it for himself. Do you get me?
Definitely.
And obviously, that film, was it Boys in the Hood?
Yeah.
So you saw how the dad was in that with Trey, basically, and he was talking to him from But Trey still backed up the gun at the end of the film, and he got into the car and he was riding up with his brethren. You get me? But obviously, he came to that thing to himself. He was like, right, you know what? This ain't me. And I can't do this, and that's why he jumped out. That's what I say. And the man them felt him for that, because there's like, right, like he was keeping it real to himself.
Yeah, of course.
So I feel like as I watch my son get older, I would like to think I will like obviously keep him reined in, but allow him to make mistakes that obviously not life costly mistakes, but mistakes that you can realise are, you know, boom.
You can learn a lesson.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Because otherwise you're never gonna know. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, exactly.
On that first topic, you feel like you'll be the permissive parent, and you feel like you'll be the permissive and authoritative. Is it authoritative or authoritative?
Authoritative.
That is so mad. And I feel like I'm all three. Yeah, I feel like I'm all three, but mainly I'm like the middle one. If I'm to be precise, I'm the middle one, which is the same as you, authoritative. Yeah, and I do believe that, like Tyrone said, you have to allow your child to like learn things. Do you get what I mean? To go through life experiences, and you can only direct them in the right way, because at the end of the day, no matter how you bring up your child, once they get to an age when they leave the household, or they're able to go out into the bigger world away from your controls, you don't have any control of how they turn out. So when you see these things on TV about why was this child there and how come they did this, and don't blame yourselves. Yeah, sometimes it's out of your control, it's out of your whip. Yeah, and people that read this article or have read this article, don't be gullible. Yeah, because it's just an article. It's literally somebody's personal opinion, same how we're sharing our opinion. And yeah, their opinion is very strong and quite harsh. Back with topic number 2. The second topic we're going to bring you today is, do you think mothers and fathers are equal? Who wants to start this one off?
Ladies first.
No, fathers first.
Ladies first.
Are mothers and fathers equal? It depends. Yes, they are.
Yeah, to be honest, because I know you wanted to be honest, but you're trying to be like, fair. No, be honest.
Yeah, they are. They are equal, because it takes two to tango. There's 2 of you that's in that one child that you did create. So you're equal.
I don't agree still.
I don't agree either.
No.
What, you want us to do the night feeds?
Huh? I just think that males and females play different roles.
But my interpretation of equal was different, I guess. I kind of looked at the question differently.
Yeah, look at it.
But the reason why I don't think we're equal is because unless both parents are living in the same house and they're together, then they're not equal. It's impossible for them to be equal. Because first of all, like for example, you're the sole carer of your son, right? So it's never going to be equal then, because you're the main parent. You know what I'm trying to say? And in the eyes of society, the mother always has more right? Yeah,
but fuck society. We're talking about me, you, and him sitting here. Are we equal?
No, it's not equal.
Regardless of what CSA says.
Exactly, but it's not in regards because CSA says because that's the whole point. It's not equal. That's what they say. boom.
That's
You're
why,
pregnant, yeah?
babe.
Watch this. You're pregnant now, yeah? You come to me.
Am I?
And
Jesus
you say,
Christ.
hypothetically speaking, yeah? Even though I do have to. So you're pregnant, and you come to me and says, yeah, I'm pregnant. Whatever I want is irrespective. Like, your decision is going to run.
Exactly.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
Already from the get-go, we're not equal. Because if I say keep it and you don't want to keep it, you're not going to keep it. If I say don't keep it,
That's
go
not
behind my
about
back.
being equal.
It is about being
That is not. That has
That's
no.
examples we're saying
That
is
has
to do
no
with
correlation
being
to
with
being
equal.
equal.
It has.
being equal, yeah? Boom, that's just one thing, yeah?
As a
Second
male,
thing, you mentioned CSA, yeah? You're saying forget CSA, but CSA don't forget you, so
Exactly. As a male, can I call CSA on you? Can I call CSA on
The
you?
question
No, you
is,
can,
are we
you can.
Can I call CSA on a mum?
Yeah. If you're the sole parent, Mariah Carey has to pay flipping Nick Cannon child support, and Britney Spears has to pay her ex-husband child support.
Guys.
But anyway, listen to this, yeah? Let me do it. One point on that, yeah? So, you see with the whole CSA now, yeah? They've said, yeah, that your child support is more important than paying rent. Imagine that.
So what?
feed your child or to keep a roof over your head, what you're saying.
So where the child's supposed to go?
So it was a situation,
no, because children are gonna be.
There was exactly, but there's a situation, yeah. So my brethren, obviously going through it, he's got to pay his child support, yeah. They've said to him, he said to him, "Rah, I can't pay that much. I got to pay rent." They're saying, "Rah, in the eyes of the law and how it is, your CSA payment comes up before you say, rah. So how am I supposed to? So I'm supposed to pay my CSA, can't pay my rent. When am I having my child? They don't care. That's how on. But
what relevance does that have to whether
why it's not equal?
A mother and a father are equal?
Because mothers have more
The question
rights.
wasn't who has more.
Yeah, but he was with what he was saying. He's just giving examples. He's backing up his point that why he thinks that.
All right, so if
we're not equal.
But I feel like that mentality is what is gonna allow certain baby mamas to behave in such a way. If we're looking at it like that, if we are putting out there that we're not equal, women have more, that's how it's going to continue. If we start challenging ourselves to understand that you're both parents, so regardless of all of these outside influences that are unnatural, CSA and even laws, in the eyes of the law, all of them things are unnatural. Us as human beings, us as a mother and a father of a child, are we equal? I don't see how the answer could be anything other than yes. Even me myself, when I went to answer,
how?
I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
When I went to answer the question,
it's not as black and white as that. It's never as black and white.
That's what I'm saying.
Because if mother and father can't see eye to eye, then what happens after that?
But forget scenarios that we have lived and experienced.
So what are you saying? So what you're saying is that we're equal as parents. But even as parents,
as in 50-50, mum, dad, cool, yeah.
You're equal.
Yeah, if you put it like that, but
it's so easy to sit here and that's what when I initially went to answer the question, I was gonna say no, we're not, because of all of these things. But I took a second to actually think about it. The question being, are mothers and fathers equal?
We can't be equal.
But we're not.
You lot are raising.
We can't be because
the child
of our
inside of you for
circumstances.
9 months. You don't have that. You don't have that attachment way before the.
Clarify your definition of the question so I can answer it on the same page as you. Because right now I'm answering it literally.
Yeah.
So clarify where you're at.
So that's what I'm trying to say. So I'm looking at it in a sense of not like 50-50 as in mum and like man and woman make a child.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it in a sense of like in the grand scheme of everything.
In this society we're living in.
Yes.
In the Western world, are mum and dad
equal?
So right now,
in the 21st century,
so if that's the question that we're
reasons.
asking, then no, we're obviously not. Because there's people that are fighting to make it more equal.
Well, it wouldn't. I just feel like the world wouldn't be the world if not even just fathers and mothers, just females and males were equal. Like it doesn't make sense that we should have equal rights. Yes, as in like say for instance a fireman. Yeah, you could have fire women. Yeah, do you get what I mean? Like a woman could do a man's job. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, like that's what I mean by equal rights. Yeah. It sounds deep, but that's what I mean by equal rights, yeah? But
why I said this was the first thing I said is when they're in the house together, if both parents are raising the child under one roof and they're together, then I believe that they can be equal. I believe that both of them can be equal But
to a certain extent.
No, we can't make, because we're making points, yeah. But it's all, everything that we're talking about is down to
alright,
perspective
cool.
and what scenario you're in. Wait,
so
because if the people live in the same house, there's people that live in the same house and they both don't work and they all look after the kids.
Yeah.
There's people that live in the same house but the woman is out working all day and the man looks up, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So in those scenarios, they're not equal. In that scenario, they're equal. Do you know what I mean? So we're all three of us sitting here trying to answer a question that is down to in what scenario are we talking about? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. So okay, so let's put it this way: in a parent's eyes, you can't. There's no. What's the word? Intermediate. There's no level. There's no. Right or wrong answer.
So in terms of nature and the way that, I don't know if you want to believe in God, or the way that the land has designed it, the mother is the nurturer, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why the baby sucks on the mum and
Humans. Okay.
Human beings.
All species are different.
Okay, yeah, humans.
It's true though.
Let's go back to the roots.
Human beings, but even animals, like they you know, mammals, innit? Mammals.
It's even worse in the jungle.
Well, everything anyway.
It's worse in the jungle.
But the mums, obviously the cubs always go to the mums, right, for food. The mum is the first teacher, right, and the dad is obviously the provider. So they have their roles, but they can still be equal because you're both contributing to the goal of what it is, but you're tackling it from different perspectives. That's how you stay under the same roof. So it is equal.
Yeah.
But if the mother lives with the dad, so if the child lives with the mum, and the dad only sees the child on the weekends or however they do it, the mum has a bigger influence over everything. That means the mum is literally cooking, cleaning, doing all that kind of stuff for the majority of the time, and the dad's only doing it for a certain amount of time. So his influence over that child is always going to be a little bit less. I mean,
it's so difficult for me. Do you know why this is difficult for me, right? Because
you ain't got no backup.
No, it's not because I don't need backup because I know what I'm saying. The point for me that the reason it's difficult is because my son's dad has the mentality of you guys, or the mentality that you're speaking about right now, in the sense that we're not equal because you're the mother, you carried it, he's with you more, blah 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 blah. And I try and say to him, we're equal. This should be an equal thing, like blah blah blah. Not finances aside, he's never given me a penny. So
I get what you're saying with that equal because
it's both of us
got the same goal.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, we both created this child.
Yeah.
We both want the same end result. We want our child to live a happy life. We want our child to grow up knowing his family, being loved and nurtured.
So when you and your son's dad broke up, how was the decision made that he would stay with you, that you would have sole custody? How did that come about?
It's just automatic.
It was in the first few weeks of his life, and I was breastfeeding.
There you go. So,
but that's not
naturally,
a there you go situation.
No, but naturally, the woman is good.
But that doesn't make us unequal because of the location of the child.
But then it's like
you've got the woman always will have
the right.
I never had a conversation with my son's mum, but it just worked out that she was going to be the sole carer. Do you know what I mean, of the child? That's just naturally how it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Am I making sense?
Yeah, but take me to where you're going with that.
I'm just saying, that's one of my points basically, isn't it? In terms of why it's not equal, isn't it? Like,
but that doesn't make it unequal. Just because when we broke up, the baby came with me.
Yeah.
Like that's
it does because if you're okay, cool. If we broke up, and then you phoned your mum and said, "Oh my God, me and my man broke up," and she'd be like, "Oh, how where's your son? Is he okay? Oh, he went with the dad." What? Why did you leave him with the dad? But if it was the other way round, he phoned his mum and was like, "Oh, I broke up with my girl," and she was like, "Oh, so where's my grandson?" Or with his mum. There wouldn't be a reaction. There wouldn't be the same reaction. So again,
that's if the question was, "Are mothers the sole carers?" That's not. We're not tackling about equal.
On this equal rights one, I just feel like there is no right or wrong answer. I just feel like overall, people just feel like females and males aren't equal. When it comes to co-parenting, for the end result for the child, we have the same like goals. We are equal on that level. We both want to be parents. We both want to bring up the child, But again, like, I just can't, like, in my head, I can't fathom the right or wrong answer, because again, there's fathers that ain't like the mum. They don't want the same for the child. So again, there isn't no right or wrong answer. That one's kind of hard. There was Fardagee.
Tyrone. So.
E minor.